Might fit blue-red tempo at the end. Blue-red tempo is usually pretty quick league. No, I haven't been able to find a standing desk company I've been happy with. This current company, they gave me some customer service issues. I'm just not comfortable promoting their brand. I only shill for things that are good to you, chat. If they aren't going to be good to my people, I don't shill for them. Tron piece. I think I just curve 1-drop, 2-drop, and then Thoughtseize on 3. Maybe that's too slow. Maybe I'm supposed to Thoughtseize on 1. Oh, bad Tron. Okay, we'll start by attacking with this. Did I just play Pain Seer here on 2? I think I just play Pain Seer on 2 now. I'm gonna play Emmara, actually. That's the one I care the least about in my hand. And then next turn I can go Thoughtseize into Dark Confidant. Yeah, when I move in the spring, I'm gonna look into other alternatives. I think I also want to get like an L-shaped standing desk. Stream Decker, thank you for the reminder. Going to the bathroom screwed up my flow. So, take Spatial Contortion. They have Tron. They do not have Tron yet. This is something, Blowjo, I know you're trying to make a joke there, but this is actually a very important learning lesson for a lot of the neck-bearded members of the community. You can have a beard without having a dirty, grungy neck beard, chat. Just because you want to have a nice beard doesn't mean you don't need to shave. And Harry's Razors will help you get the nice, close, clean shave so you can look very sharp. Look at that. Look at that full shill integration there. Did you hit a Doomblade? They hit the Doomblade, chat. They hit the Doomblade. Modern Staple Night Market, look out. I think I'd actually rather get Emmara going here rather than Pain Seer. She puts more pressure into play more quickly. Hopefully whatever this is getting, we can path. Ding. Haven't been able to drop by and say I love the standard arena content. I've never played standard in paper, but I've been enjoying it on arena and love the arena content in general. As someone with a nice full beard, it's important to keep it clean and well groomed. Thank you, Satisar, for the comments in both directions. I appreciate that. I'm gonna leave Night Market Lookout back here. Offer the trades on these other two. They have Nimble Obstructionist. I think they played this island, so they have like 3 cards I don't know. Good chance we die here. It depends on where their bombs are at. If they find their bombs quickly, we're going to die. If they don't, we could be okay. We need some glare of Subdual. That could be funny for the creature matches, like one glare somewhere. So Walking Ballista. Engineered Explosives. Getting Walking Ballista. Okay. Woof. This is actually Wrath of God, right? No, it's only for 3. Now, Firemind's Research isn't the type of card that's very good in Modern. Modern's not really kind to like slow, mopey decks. We're just, like, never beating this Walking Ballista, right? Yeah. Alright. Path, Trophy, Teeg, Kambal, Brutality. These are all cards I could potentially want. Maybe even Bitterblossom. So it's like, what do I actually want to be doing here? Harvester and Lingering Souls are probably a little bit medium. Inquisition can be good at taking their what's it called out? The stream title Current. It's not. I'm really bad about that today. I probably need to cut the paths or the trophies, and then maybe the Collective Brutalities are too slow. Maybe the Bitterblossoms are too slow. No, I don't like Damping Sphere against Blutron. Blutron's more of a control deck than anything. Alright, let's try this. Give this a go. This feels kind of like one of the decks that Blutron is able to prey on, right? Like we're not quite an aggro deck, but we're like kind of stuck in the, it's like stuck in the middle with you, kind of. I thought we were on the play. Little did I know. Blue-red tempo we had to cut the line that jumped past blue-red tempo. You're the best, Marty. I don't know what we pay you, but let's double it. Land! Land! Wow, that's rude. Alright. Well, their hand, I guess they technically have a Walking Ballista here, right? Like that turns into Walking Ballista. Yep. So I want to leave black up here, I think, in case I loot into a Thoughtseize or a... In case I loot into Thoughtseize or an Inquisition here. Ooh, yeah. Is that the smartest and the thinnest? That one. I would like that one, please. And then they flip this back on top of their deck with Academy runes. I'm going to go ahead and Assassin's Trophy them. So that way, if they want to keep their card, they're going to have to lose a land. Otherwise, they'll have to shuffle. And honestly, if they choose not to shuffle, I might just I might trophy them a second time. Yeah, I've been really aggressive with my health total this game. The opponent's not playing a deck that pressures us, so we just kind of get to do that without any worry. They drew Condescend. That's unfortunate. At least their scry value is minimal here. Since they have a thing on top that they already want. Oh, they must have left the Walking Ballista on top of their deck here. They must have scried. So their last card isn't Walking Ballista. Their last card is Island right now. Yeah, their last card is Island at the moment. We have 6 cards in our deck. We have 6 cards. Thank you very much. 6 vehicles. Why did you have to read Modern Staple Grand Arbiter, Silent Arbiter? Listen, okay? Believe they're dead. I don't know. I'm not the one blocking. It's not up to me to figure out if they're dead. I like the black background personally. I believe they're just dead here, right? Because they're going to 4. That game was a good example of why Assassin's Trophy is so good against Tron, because even when they don't have Tron, Assassin's Trophy still has like a really relevant text box, right? Like it's just like the flexibility that makes it very good. Nickel Brat, thank you for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Is Kambal too slow? What do we think of Kambal? Is he too slow? Nah, he drains them. Seems good. I think I'm going to lead on Inquisition here on one rather than the Night Market, because I would like to try and stick this Copter on two. Rude. Huh. I'm going to take Mana Leak here. That was a good draw. It lets me go one drop here, which is great. Dravik, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Thanks for keeping me employed here. We've had some good streams the last couple of nights. Dravik does a good bit of standard on Arena in the evenings. Check him out sometime. Definitely want to get my Night Market down. Night Market, remember, even though it's a 1/1, it technically attacks for 2, because it, like, diddles them when it attacks. Hopefully that misclick doesn't cost me. Definitely should have played the Concealed Courtyard. Kind of went on autopilot there, right? Just, like, knew I was playing Forest Kambal before I started for the turn and then didn't reassess what I was doing as soon as I drew this. Maybe Zach? Yeah, I guess that's an interesting way to think about it. The flip side of that, though, is that Bloodsoaked Champion, if it gets counterspelled on a future turn, can come back from the discard pile, so I get a little bit of potential value from that direction as well. Also, my opponent has a Spell Snare in their hand that I know about, so I'm really not expecting Smuggler's Copter to resolve, if I'm being honest. That's true, too. We can also discard this to Copter at a future date. Looks like I'm going to get choked on my mana this turn because I sequenced poorly. We've actually played Blue Tron twice today. We beat it with Elves earlier. Repeal your Kambal, sure. And then I think I just get old Smuggles in here underneath the Spell Snare. Old Smugugs. No, it's a different username. We don't get bored easily. We're the type of people that enjoy working at the DMV. I like when people, like, fully identify with, like, what their Magic deck does and embrace it. It's a big walking boy. It's tough. They have a Spell Snare up here, too. It might be tough just, like, beating this Walking Ballista, honestly. Gonna have a hard time with that one. Yeah, I think they were trying to snare Kambal there. And realize what they were trying to do. So they have 9 mana. They can put 2 counters on their Walking Ballista next turn, which means they could theoretically trade their Walking Ballista for my Bloodsoaked Champion and my Kambal if they'd like. But I'd kind of be surprised if they wanted to kill both of those. Feels to me like they want this to hang out and do a little bit more than that. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Pump Pump kill Kambal. It was a good set today, Alcohol. We kind of just ran people down. Like we oft do. Really? Okay. Interesting. Are they trading them? So this will get spell snared. They take 2. Now, do I just trophy this? I trophy it. They kill Kambal. I crew the Copter. I could trophy a land, that's true. If I trophy a land, they can only pump once per turn. Why would I play a second Copter? So like the thing about what do I want to do with my trophy is important, the timing on it, because they could kill the Smuggler's Copter with the Walking Ballista. But I guess if they kill the Smuggler's Copter with the Walking Ballista, I'm kind of happy with that. Like that's a good line for me. Okay. Yeah, they have runes, but like once we take them off of Tron, like recurring the ballista becomes less important or less good. Trigger. Q Janks, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine. Welcome. Was there a reason I chose to pop the mine? Well, I wanted to kill a Tron piece so they couldn't like Academy runes their thing back. And then cast it for a large amount this turn. Are you asking why the mine versus the other Tron pieces? Tron players are lucky and always have a second tower. Don't kill the tower. The actual tactical, strategical reason to not kill the tower is because... They're at 1. Blue-red tempo had to cut the line. They went 1 on bottom, 1 on top. So blue-red tempo got pushed back. Alright. Let's put Teaglesworth into play here. Yeah, lookout would be lethal. They have a Cyclonic Rift in their hand. Okay, so they're going to kill Teeg here, which means any creature to crew is lethal. See, don't kill the tower, right? Come on. Come on, one time. That's incredibly frustrating. Yeah, Brutality was lethal too. I don't really have any play here. They like have Cyclonic Rift in their hand, so we're gonna die. I think I have to kill Walking Ballista just to get it off the table, but then like they have like Academy runes and stuff. I don't know. I think we're just dead here regardless of what I do. Needed to hit there. Are they putting Ballista back on top and playing it for 2? I'll say if they do that, we have a live draw again next turn. Yeah, this is an aggressive deck. So your aggressive deck really can't afford to have a bunch of lands coming into play tapped. That's true. If they put something on top here, I can trophy a Tron piece. Like, make them choose between, like, losing their land or getting their thing back. I mean, not really. Like, we're not losing this game because they had an extra land. We're losing this game because my opponent, we just didn't draw a creature that turn. I'm confused how you can, like, look at this game and conclude, like, we lost this game because of that. There are 3 Night Market lookouts in the deck. Cast Modern Staple Night Market Lookout. Look at that, opponent. I found the one card in my deck that's worse than your entire deck. It's difficult to do, but sometimes you need a little Night Market Lookout in your lives, chap. Sometimes you just need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. This is just better TV than drawing the creature 2 turns ago anyways, right? Sure, but like there's no point in like pointing out the drawback if it wasn't relevant. You're just like making noise in my chat. Take the point. Take the point. Moto, they were setting up the narrative, right? They were building suspense. There was the build up, there was the sigh and the letdown, and then there was the clutch Night Market Lookout the turn before we were about to die. Would you believe me if I told you every time we play this deck, Night Market Lookout overperforms? Would you call me a liar if I made that claim? Pretty easy 5-land mulligan here in my... Ah, yes. The classic basic swamp Emmara Soul of the Accord hand. Ding, ding, ding. Never didn't have it, etc., etc. So I'm going to grab a... that was the wrong land. I think that was the wrong land. Make it Overgrown Tomb here. I think I was supposed to get Godless Shrine on one. I'm going to get Overgrown Tomb, and the next turn we can go basic Plains Emmara. Yeah, I've got cards in the fan favorite section, Sarah. Do 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 do. Gonna restart Magic Online. Gonna move along on to the matches. One step closer to bingo. Yep. One step. More like Rakdos cars, right? Look, Mom, a red-black deck now. Oh no, chat, there's a Magic Online client update. What if it fails to relaunch? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Not the midstream client update! What if it doesn't work? Maybe they're adding the auto tapper. I think I like the green splash in this deck. Even just straight black-white is like really bad against Blood Moon. Un moment. That's true. If it doesn't work, we can play Arena now. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Sorry for the momentary longer restart break. God bless my speedy internet, huh? 200 meg patch. Yes. Get it. Got it good. I mean, it's very easy to just say, like, yes, green-black is the best known deck in the current format. But that's okay. It's okay for there to be a best deck. I think there's a lot of people, like, Standard's been so bad for so long that I think that there's a lot of people that think there being a best deck means the format is bad. That's just, like, it just isn't true. Like, there has to be a best deck in every format. Like, the thing that sets a good format apart from a different format is not only the play patterns that generate in that format, but also, like, how much better that best deck is than other things in the format. So, like, if green-black's the best, but, like, you know, it's only got 5 extra percentage points against the field as a whole and it has some bad matchups, like, that's fine, right? Four hours, that sounds terrible. Woo! Magic! I'm not fetching because if we don't draw land, I'm conceding. I don't want them to know what we're playing. We can have an edge during sideboarding here. This is a tactical concession. It's not an early concession. Marsh Flats doesn't tell them exactly what we're doing. Whereas playing more matches, more turns of Magic there would. All right, how am I sideboarding this matchup? The paths definitely come out. I like my trophies. I like my Teegs. I like my Bitterblossoms. I think I like the Brutalities. Inquisition's maybe a little medium. Lingering Souls is good. Maybe I trim Bloodsoaked Champion. I could see Bloodsoaked Champion. Let's get rid of that one. See how that feels. I don't think Grimflayer is a very good Magic card. Grimflayer is like one of those cards that, like, when we have a new non-rotating format, it'll probably be very good there. But that card's just, like, not, in a power level sense, the shells that it goes in, they're just not good enough for Modern. Yeah, Champion gets worse because their Sweeper of Choice is Terminus. For sure. Faux Shizzle, Kazizzle. Now, I like that Night Market Lookout is basically Reach. And, like, the well-built blue-white decks are on 4 Terminus, or very close to it. So what you're doing there, K. Julin, is a very classic mistake that people make. You are trying to play a card that's not good in order to make a card that is good better. And your good cards don't need extra cards that are only there that serve to make them better. That's a bad way to approach deck building. Your good cards are going to be good on their own. You don't need to maximize them further by playing cards that are less than stellar. Play more individually powerful cards. Don't play bad cards to prop up your other cards that are good. Sure, combo decks, synergy decks, and then the question you have to ask yourselves in those situations are, is the payoff that I'm ultimately working towards worth the fact that I have to play these individually bad cards in my deck? And I don't know what a black-red Planeswalker deck is, Captain Command. I don't know what that encompasses. I get to lead on Collective Brutality here. That sounds exciting. What you got over there? Nagate. Okay. Let's go wide here and demand Terminus ASAP. My monthly opportunity to remind the stream that Stoneforge Mystic is still banned in Modern. And God bless Aaron Forsyth and Ian Duke, keeping us safe from the devil that is Stoneforge Mystic, chat. If you haven't given them thanks recently, you definitely should. They protect our great Modern format from threats like that. Got Sir Teaglesworth here. We're actually playing Advisor Tribal. Gaddock Teeg and Kambal, they both get together and advise us. Can Dark Confidant draw his third card here? That would be great. Field of Ruining me? Deal. All right. Terminus this one. This is a concession lockup. God bless. Do I want Inquisition on the draw? I might want Inquisition in my deck. Kind of want Inquisition in my deck. It's just better than Brutality. Let's trim the fourth trophy. I watched an ad. Enjoy the Bitterroonies. Been working 55-hour weeks and finally have a day to watch. What's going on, Frankelroy? Thanks for the support. I hope you're having a good day off. Welcome to a live one. Onward, upward, backward, forward. Yeah, that's much better than a 2-drop here. Get to curve discard spell into Robert Bob Fadant. Grab Overgrown Tomb here, and then probably basic planes. I might even fetch Shock twice, honestly. Leaving basics in our deck is pretty important in a matchup like this, because they have Path to Exiles and Field of Runes. I love Teaglesworth. He's so good. All right, so we know all the cards in their hand. So I'm gonna fetch basic planes here. I don't want to go too low. I still have 2 basics in my deck. I don't want to go too low in the face of my Bobbin play. Yeah, I get to Brutality their Verdict, which is nice. I want to wait a hot second so I can start drawing cards with Bob. Yeah, sweet. And now I can escalate the Brutality and kill the Snapcaster Mage as well, which is nice. So I can, like, escalate Brutality, kill discard, and then play Nightworker Lookout. Just preserve my health total here. Settle the wreckage. Okay. And then if they want to path Bob before he draws more cards, next turn I can play Teeg, and then that keeps them from settling us, which is nice. This path lets me go Teeg plus Emmara next turn, which is great. Oh, geez. My timing here means I can't do both. That's unfortunate. Awkward. I guess I should have done this pre-combat. I think I get her going. I feel really bad if they rip Terminus here, but... Or, like, play a Jace or something. They're gonna, like, play Teferi and destroy me. Fuck me. Damn it. God, we just locked them out of this game. That's really frustrating. We'd have been very, very far ahead here. Just like have 5 power in play and they'd have nothing. It's incredibly frustrating. Like now they're gonna get to draw 2 extra cards, destroy us. They also kind of punted too. They could have just done that on their turn. So I guess if they sequence it, maybe I should have just played Teeg. Like, prioritizing getting this extra soldier faster is loose. They could have also, like, drawn Terminus. I probably should have just put the Teeg into play 2 turns ago instead of the Emmara. That's what should have happened. Gotten to draw 2 extra cards now. This deck's okay, isn't Toth? It's got some weak cards that it tries to leverage via synergy elements, but it's playing like some good quality modern cards. Just like gonna get buried by a Path to Exile here. Yeah, they get to take Teeg off the table. Then they have Settle the Wreckage up next turn, so I need to draw a Thoughtseize, Collective Brutality, or a second Teeg. Yeah, it's pretty impressive how much we would have won this game by. Oh, they just have to settle up this turn. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have won this game on the spot if I'd have played the Teeg out at an appropriate time. They just would have like gotten locked off the Teferi, and that would have like put them slow enough to be able to keep up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The last time like towards the tail end of like the black-white cards leagues that we played, it felt like we just had a little bit too low of card quality on average. Like this deck's trying to do similar things to like black-green rock with a lower average card quality, which means you just like end up with a collection of like kind of mediocre cards in a lot of your games. We do have Thoughtseize and a Bob in a deck with a low curve, though, so we've got that going for us. Yeah, we 5-0'd with Elves at least. Elves put some tickets back in the bank. Let's try and break up what they have going on here. Looks like they're playing Divakin. So, I think I'm obligated to take the Bedlam Riddler here. I don't actually know. I'm supposed to try and get under the Bedlam Riddler. I really can't get under the Bedlam Riddler, right? Because they have Manamorphose in this. Yeah, Shaman was very good as always. Shaman is just consistently fantastic. Card's very powerful. Yeah, the Lisa's great. If you've never had a foam mattress before, would highly recommend. A lot more than the old pillow top Christy and I had. We've had the Lisa advertisement on stream for about 3 months now, and we've had the mattress ourselves for about 4. All the products that I advertise, I like to make sure I try them and that they're good products before we put them up as an advert. Especially one that's expensive like the mattress. And then the Lisa mattress, like most mattresses, they have a X day return policy where if you decide you don't like it, you can return it, no questions asked. So you get, I believe it's 90 days with the Lisa. So if you pick it up and you decide it's not for you, you can return it at no cost to yourself. See if we die here or not. Get close to it. They're probably going to be able to flip their bird back into play. They can guarantee flip the bird back into play, right? No, all the mattresses they sell are new. Every mattress that they sell is a brand new mattress. Mattress companies eat that cost of consumers returning mattresses that they did not want. I think a lot of them end up donating old mattresses after they clean them to different places. I don't know that for sure though. I'd imagine they do something constructive. I can't imagine they just throw them out, but they definitely don't resell them as new. That would be against the law. I know Lisa says Lisa donates a mattress for every 10 mattresses that get sold to shelters and stuff like that, so I assume that some of that goes into there. Am I supposed to Thoughtseize them? No, I can't Thoughtseize them because I'm dead on board of the bird. Let's go double Night Market Lookout past the turn. Hope not to die to a bolt in their deck full of bolts. Fiery Temper, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt all kill us here. I think we basically board like they're a burn deck. It's like trim these Pain Seers and stuff too. I think that makes a lot of sense. Leave a couple in. All right, I mean, they went to 5-2. Love your content. How many bits to get you to play one of my janky modern decks these days? I'm new to the stream, so I don't know the proper etiquette. Details on how my donation deck system works can be found here, Yuven. There's a form that you fill out along with the deck and how much you plan to submit, and details on minimums and stuff like that. Have any questions about specifics, feel free to ask. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a hot take for some of the Magic players in the audience. Magic has a lot more variance than Hearthstone, and that's one of the reasons why it's a better game than Hearthstone, in my opinion. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to swallow for some folks, but I think it's very true. Variance and RNG are the same things, Trevik, I think. Magic puts the variance in different places than Hearthstone, which is interesting. Magic also has variance in the game for the sake of like deck building, right? So like building, like the resource system in Magic leads to a lot of variance, but the resource system in Magic also leads to an incredibly deep number of in-game and deck building decisions, right? I mean, there's a lot of cards that see a ton of play in Magic that are incredibly varied too. Aetherworks Marvel, Collected Company. These are cards that have dominated entire standard formats that are just like fueled by nothing but variants. Yeah. The deck size in Hearthstone is a big deal. It's a big part of why the game has less variants. Where is my Pain Seer's hat? I demand fair hatment for everybody. Why do only certain things get hats? Deck size is 30 in Hearthstone. And there are often games that are decided where you see your entire deck. That's a good draw for next turn. Yum is dumb. Citing an older Hearthstone format as having more variants and using it to say Hearthstone is all variants is like citing Combo Winter from 1997 in Magic and saying Magic is all combo decks and sucks because of it. Things change. Things evolve. That's how card games work, especially the ones that release new sets all the time. Damning Hearthstone today for decisions it made far into its past is absurd and silly. I did not ever try Gwent. Standard is terrible because Aetherworks Marvel, yep. It's like saying Standard right now is bad because Kaladesh was bad last rotation. And we all agree that Kaladesh was terrible, right? So like, you know, it's really not that much of a stretch. How many dollars to have me play Hearthstone on stream? I've played Hearthstone on stream in the past. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. I just got kind of bored with the gameplay. The gameplay just wasn't as engaging for me as Magic is. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if you enjoy it, you should definitely, like, play some Hearthstone and enjoy it. But I personally did not find myself enjoying it. Killing my Smuggler's Copter. Do I turn the Smuggler's Copter into a basic swamp? Nah. I'm a little worried about Blood Moon out of their deck. If they Blood Moon us next turn, I'll path something, get a basic swamp in response so I can then Assassin's Trophy their thing. Yuvin, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Thanks for supporting my content here and keeping me employed. Chaos Orb is runic magic. Yep, basically. We're actually in a pretty good spot here, huh? I think before I commit this Lingering Souls to the table, I'm gonna check for Anger of the Gods. Gosh, I am so incredibly smart and thin. Just the smartest, thinnest Magic the Gathering streamer there ever was, chat. My bag of bugles has finally run out, chat. It's incredibly sad. Incredibly sad. Was that good product placement? Bugles, talk to me. We can work something out. Malurin, thank you for the 5-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. You could have put them on your fingers and used your newfound power to conjure a new bag. I don't know if you're saying that as a bait because you've heard me say it before, Distrominator, but I actually had an erectile dysfunction company approach me about sponsoring the stream. That was one I'm not qualified to validate the quality of the product on, so we passed on that one. I actually really I really wish we get a food sponsorship. All I want out of life is free snacks, chat. Isn't that all we really want out of life is free snacks? Just a simple man who wants some free snacks. Are we losing? I think we're behind at this moment. I guess I do this and just like hope to not get angered here. Kill me! What are the best snacks? I'm really not picky. I eat a wide variety of things. Granola bars, chips, trail mix, yogurt, cottage cheese, brick cheese. I'm American. We ain't picky. Can you just cast anger so I can concede? I don't know that I can save this one, Cannon Gear. I think our average card quality is just too low. I think if we get Kaladesh in a new non-rotating format, some of the cards we have in here, like this kind of idea, could be playable in a new non-rotating format. But I think in modern, this archetype just comes up too short. I think just like the power level of what we're doing here is not appropriate. All right. I think that means I have time to squeeze in blue-red tempo.